Go touch it up, messing it up. What's up? Mega, what's up? Someone use this little... I've procrastinated multiple times on, I guess that light's a little better, on buying it. So I passed it up. I've looked for it, and every time I go to look for it, it's actually not there, or it's been sold out. So that was the issue that I continued to run into with it, and I worried for a little bit that I don't think it's gonna fit. Let's see. I worried for a little bit that I actually wouldn't be able to get one, because every spot I went to, they were sold out. So figured this is a little better. Yeah, the lighting is way better. Every time I went to go get it, they were sold out. And then I made it up to K&K, which is like a local supply climbing store for me, like the closest one that I can get to. And it's all the way up in St. Louis. So I rarely get by there, but I did go by there. I grabbed I didn't really buy anything. I don't even remember what I got. Oh, that hard-headed wedge, and I grabbed a another beaner, because I always buy one when I'm there. But they had one there, and I passed it up, but they wanted like $289 for it. Really big difference in price. When I seen it, I seen them selling for like $149 originally. So this is what it is. GTA 26, I believe. Yeah, 26. It's battery powered. The smallest chainsaw that I know that they make. So I wanted to crack it open with you guys, kind of discuss it, and then we can go from there. But I'll also at the same time, I'll try to do my best. If there's any comments, to kind of hang out with it, see what you guys are doing. Is this live feed still running? Are you guys there? Somebody shoot me a comment so I can make sure we're going here. Now, oh, cool. Who else here? Mackenzie. Right on. How are you doing? Not a one that I see in the comments very often. That's great. Nico. Right on. Mega Swagger. Alright. So this is basically, I believe, what we're going to end up looking at. Oh, Knee's here too. Cool. What up, Jared? This is basically what you're looking at. I think what we'll end up getting. This is, I'm trying to remember the numbers on it. Maybe it says it on it. I can't remember. But this is the battery-powered hedge trimmer and edger that Stihl makes. Comes with this piece. Comes with this battery. And what I did is I tested these batteries, and I immediately when I got it, I wanted to know what the lifespan was going to be on one. And when I did it, I used it in 15-minute increments, non-stop, just as fast as I could run it. And I didn't let my finger off the trigger. And then my little alarm on my phone would go off and tell me, you know, it's been 15 minutes, I could chill out, and then I'd use it for another 15, and then another 15, and I ended up getting 90 minutes of use every time out of it, out of a full battery. So an hour and a half non-stop use. But my question to it is going to be, when I did that, I used this. This is the other attachment that comes to it. It's a hedge trimmer top. So It's really nice. Same thing. You just take it, click it in, hook it on. That didn't click in very solid. That's what I use. Much longer blade than this thing, but it worked 90 minutes on a full charge. So I was really impressed with this. I've had it for a little over a year and have just used the hell out of it. So I'm incredibly impressed with it. So that's why when I seen this, I was instantly kind of intrigued and wanted one. Just for the novelty of it being the smallest chainsaw that there is, I just wanted one. So, oh, what's up, Turbo? What's up? Do you have your questions that you was gonna ask? You can ask them if you want while I'm here. Okay, let's try to crack this thing open. Okay, and I noticed that a lot of guys when they review things, a lot of us just want to know the price too. Like, how much did it cost? So, I paid, after tax, it was like $169 something. I paid $107, well, it'd be $180 for this. Then I paid $20 on a 3-year warranty. So anything happens in 3 years, it's fully replaced. So, a little different box. Again, it's the GTA 26. I'm not done. Right on. What's up? The boxes are different, so you can see there's a different in the shade of just the color alone. You got kind of a real neon orange there. This is more of a classic Stihl orange color. I like it. It's much more square. I can't remember if this one was ever that square. I don't think it was. And the issue with this one, with the head trimmer, the power head doesn't have a very good spot to store it in this. It has one little Velcro strap that goes over, and that's it. So I hope they have a better way of like mounting these things in there. Let me hook you guys up so we don't go dead right in the middle of doing this. I hope they have a better way of mounting it in there. So that's my only major concern as of right now with it. But you answering your video I watched last night. Oh, awesome, cool. It seems like I may be lagging a bit. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so here we go. Nice. Much better. Much better. Right from the get-go. I love it. Has a holder for the actual bar and a holder for the back of the power head, which this thing can't come out. That's the problem with this one. It has one strap that you slide it into, and that's it. So, comes with, you know, your owner's manual, which when I get time I'll try to run through it. That little steel would be nice for short fruit prunes. Yes, and ornamentals like Japanese maples I do a lot of. Even some smaller Bradford stuff, shrubs, stuff like that. So, alright, it comes with the charger, a new battery, and a thing of oil, it looks like. You end up with this little tub of oil here. Yeah, this thing is really nice. I'm impressed just with from the looks of the design. There's so much improvement from this one. Even the handle. Well, hang on. Nope, same handle. But look, that's where that thing's supposed to store in there, is over here. You get one Velcro strap, and that's it. And then I don't even know what this stinking thing is. I put a rubber band on it, but then the rubber band broke. So I gotta figure out something else. But it sits in there like this. That's why my phone kept lagging. Somebody keeps trying to message me. It sits in there like that. But yeah, not really The holder for the hedge trimmer is really nice. Everything else, the battery holder is, oh, it's right here. It's kind of nice. I don't even know what this pocket is for, but if you look, I don't think you can, maybe the power head, maybe it's supposed to fit in there. I don't think so, because it doesn't fit very good if it's supposed to. No, no, it doesn't fit in there like that. Maybe it's supposed to fit in there like that. I don't know. That seems a little better than the way I was doing it. Maybe I'm setting it up wrong. I don't know. This is way better. I like this. Let me try to catch up on, I've seen a couple comments. As this saw evolved, do you think it would be ever replace silky hand saw? Yeah. Yeah, I've seen guys that have started to use these big time. So Jared, I have. So I'm kind of curious what ends up happening, what goes on with it. I'm looking at the way that's a bungee right there. No, that would not work. I don't know. When I pulled it out, it was set up the way that I always put it up. This is nice. Let's see how this comes out of here. So you slide that back and slide that out. Wow. Very light. I'd say 6 or 7 pounds, maybe. It is a little. There's a little bit of weight there, but I mean not much at all. So it does have a guide bar up here, a little safety guide bar. It's a little shorter, the lip on the back. More than likely I'll remove that, but more than likely my wife will use this a lot, is what'll end up happening. But so I'll keep that and maybe put it back on for her or something. But so if that come off, look at the little bitty blade cover. It comes off. That is just humorous. Chain's a bit loose. Don't know if you can tighten it. Yeah, it's that homeowner crap that I hate. But you crack that open, I believe, and then yeah, you turn it to tighten it or something. I don't know. I'll read the manual and find out. That's probably to replace the bar too. But you have, you guys got to bear with me here. Like I said, this is the first time I'm seeing it too. So here's your bar. Runs that 1/4 inch Pico chain, which I love this chain. I'm sure there's better versions of the chain. Like I've seen August and them use a different brand, but as far as the Pico chain in general, it's a smaller width chain, which makes a smaller channel, which can cut faster because it doesn't have to take so much out to make the cut. Let's see here. Would be nice to try it on a climb. I've seen guys with climbing with it. So, and I mean, it is so balanced. It is literally like holding a gun. So let me put the battery on. Let's see if that makes any difference. The awesome part about this is if I start to really like this, I do have an additional battery. So I believe these batteries should be interchangeable from what I'm seeing. They look a little different, but maybe I'll put this one in. Let's see if it goes. Oh no. Of course, Stihl. Of course. You can't just let a sleeping dog. So, I gotta buy specifically this battery. They're not interchangeable, which is stupid. So, there you go. Battery's really light. It's actually lighter than the one for the hedge trimmer. So, I'm worried that how long is it gonna hold up. So, let me see what you gotta do here. Wow. Wow. That seems incredibly fast. Wow. Okay, I'm impressed. I don't know if you're supposed to like, why this little battery. Oh, okay. So it lights up here. We'll tell you how much charge you actually have. To trigger it, use it. It's meant left-handed or right-handed. You see this little orange lever right here that's moving? There's one on the other side. It's moving because I'm pressing it with my thumb. So if you are left-handed and you need to use it, there's a trigger over here. Push down the lever, hit it. You want to switch to your right hand, there's a lever on that side. Hold it down, hit it. More than likely you'll hold the opposite one of whatever hand, the opposite of what I just said. But wow, I would have never guessed that it would have that kind of power. But at the same time, I was really impressed with the um, these, the hedge trimmers. So I this doesn't surprise me, but it's wild. It's wild. It feels torquey in the hand. So should we go get a few pieces of wood and try to cut it? Should I cut something? See, and I wonder what you do with the damn oil. Like, where are you supposed to put oil at? You're supposed to squirt a little bit on your bar every once in a while? Or is that what this is? Huh. This is very strange little saw. Yeah, where are you supposed to put oil? Dang it, my stupid fingers hit it and now it's way past there. I'm sorry. Be good to read. Is that a 6-inch bar? I don't know. I have a 1/4-inch Pico chain that I bought for something. I don't even know what it's for, but it's too small to even fit my 150. Like, it's way small to fit my 150, so it could be 6-inch, maybe 8, because it does go into there quite a ways, and I believe the way they do bar length is the actual bar, not how much sticks out. So depends. I guess I could. I don't want to sit here and like read through the damn owner's manual with you guys here. That's dumb. But I would like to know if I'm supposed to put. Okay, I'm seeing it oiling right here. You're literally just supposed to pour it on the bar. That is weird. But like I said, I think that thing's removable. It makes it look cooler with it on there. Like it gives it a better shape. Because if that thing was off, it does kind of look a little, just a finger sticking out. So it's kind of weird. So. Right on. I thought maybe they would have a sensor in this that would tell it not to run if it wasn't down. But yeah, so that tells me we can remove that bolt right there and pop that out of there. Because for those that just got here, it does have its own little scabbard that goes on there. So you don't really physically need to have the guard there on it. It looks cool like that. That is awesome. Thought I would regret it after I got back home, but the more I'm going through it here and checking it out, the charger looks way cooler. Hang on a second, guys. Well, that's just neighbors. Anyways, you guys want to cut some stuff? Should we go use it? Is there an attachment for Saw lanyard. Um, well, potentially. It does have these little. It does have these little groove, like notches in the back here. I don't know if maybe you could put a string down in there and loop it around, or that's just a vent for the battery. I don't know much about that kind of stuff. Um, where that nut connects there, you could easily mount one on there, like, and use that nut to tighten one down, or like a little ring or something, and mount it like this to set on there. But I would say it's about the weight. It's a little heavier than my handsaw with the scabbard on it. So it's not real light, but it's it's very sturdy. Dang it. You know what? I brought my camera out to get video of it unboxing and stuff and doing a video on it, like an edited video. But I messed up and didn't. So, you know what? Before we go out here and go cut stuff with it, let me at least get a little bit of footage of it while it's still new and clean and nice. I put my swivel onto this attachment here, and it is so nice. Like, there's not an angle I can't get now. Sorry guys, I just got to get a little bit of footage of it while it's still new, because we're about to go out here and run the new right off of it. Okay. Alright. Run y'all off yet? Dang, look how far behind I am. Test it? Cool, 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 I see that. Wish I never bought an Echo. By the time I get sprocket bar changeover, I'll have 600. Ooh, dang it. That sucks, man. Yeah, I know a lot of people have decided to switch. They go buy the little Echo and then they switch it over to 3/8, which is puzzling to me because the 1/4 inch Pico chain cuts so much better. So, but I have seen a lot of people who do that, so. A dollar bill is 6 inches long. Yeah, you're probably about right. It's probably about 6 then. I'm sure there's a better one. Can't remember the brand. That thing is strange shape. Yeah, it is. Alright. Cut stuff. Yeah, that'd be nice if it was on a pole, huh? Yo, dang, Seth. Yeah, the rain sucks, man. The sun came out today a little bit, just actually right before this live started, so I was very surprised. Wow, we're gonna get a little bit of time to do a live with some decent weather. So I don't wanna cut something that big. I don't think that's a proper test. How about I got some stuff here. About a 2x4. Or I could steal one from Pete here. I'm gonna steal one of Pete's. That'll work perfect. I'm not gonna do a bunch of cuts because I didn't put any oil on it, but we'll do a few. What's up, buddy? He got to go out for the first time today and go to Rural King, and he was digging it. Like, I stopped like every aisle so everybody could pet him. He people forget it's like COVID time when it comes time to petting a dog, I guess. Okay. That's pretty sturdy. Let's do this. So I'm going to do it with the guard on it. We'll see how it works. See if it's just small enough we can do it. You ready? Oh yeah, forgot I got to push the button. And they give me a dead battery. Why? Watch out, buddy. Hey, move. Move. Come on. You got sawdust all on your nose now. You're crazy. You're crazy. What? No. This guy's nuts. If it's not like blaring a motor, he's ready to lick it. He wanted to sit over while I chopped wood the other day too and put his face and sniff every piece while I chopped it. Yeah, I think we have a dead battery, guys. So we are not going to get a proper test. We are going to have to charge this thing, put a full charge on it, and then we can give it an actual test. That's aggravating. Why the hell isn't it charged? It was cutting pretty good there. This is some hard, dead stuff. Maple, it's not real hard, but it's dead. It comes pretty stiff. So, I wish I could say I had a backup plan for something to do. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're good for now. There it is. That, we'll see what it acts like after we put some charge to it. And, kind of go from there, I guess, because I hate when companies do this. You get a remote control car when you were a kid, it just brings back memories where they don't give you batteries, or they give you batteries, but they're dead as a doornail. Like, what the hell were they doing? Testing it and playing? Hey, God, what are you doing? No. Testing it and like playing with stuff before they packaged it? It doesn't make any sense. The shape reminds me of those high point pistols. I know, that's what I thought too. Yeah, that would have been fun. Dang it, that ticks me off. It does worry me that it doesn't have an oiler. So, but I guess if you're not doing things like that, actually cutting, the need for an oiler isn't really there. I'm really curious how in the hell I'll tell you what, I'm going to mess with this thing and go through it, and then I'll get back and show you guys afterwards. And then I need a job. I need to do another good job so I can test that thing out too. Because I haven't got a chance to test the winch on that bollard, so don't really know if it's good or not. Well, I imagine he wouldn't, Jared. Dang, that sucks. That's it. He runs from the wheelbarrow. Like, I don't understand. Then he gets his, hey, what are you doing? What do you got? Hey, no. No. What do you got? Hey, what do you got? Leave my foot alone. No. Dude has a piece of metal that he wants. Chews on everything. No. Yeah, he freaks out when the mower goes anywhere near him. Yeah, it doesn't have an oiler set. It comes with this little jug of oil. Dude, hey, put it down. Oh, okay, you don't have anything. Okay, you're fine. Come with this. multi-oil bio. So, wait, vegetable oil, or I don't know, olive oil. Olive oil is pretty damn expensive. I wouldn't think you just, well, so is regular oil, but yeah, let me get that thing charged, and whether I do a live feed for something else, we'll go ahead and we'll do a few cuts at least, and then do whatever else we plan on doing. So I would use one of those bar tip oilers there. Oh, are you talking about the oilers that you squirt? I think I got a couple of them around. Yeah, here's one. No, I thought I had one in here. Maybe not. I know what you're talking about, where you press on it and get it to oil. I usually, oh, here it is. I got a couple of one of those. It doesn't have a hole to do that. I took one of my chainsaws and made a hole on the end of it so that this would work. Actually, it helped it because just the tips on, I kept losing the tips on the saw. I didn't think the oiler, there was something maybe wrong in the bar that didn't let the oil pass all the way for some reason, but I think it was this 021 right there. But I want to get that saw right there, this 170, and try my hand at porting and see how that goes. We'll see. And then I have some log tongs here. These may be hay tongs, I don't know. I don't know if they're strong enough to hold, but just throw a strap around these and it squeezes them together to pinch. You give those a shot, but yeah, I don't really have much more other than that. I have a 029 from a friend he blew up. Gonna rebuild it with a 039 kit. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I've heard that the 29390 situation is like you can convert somehow. So I have a 290 and it has been it's a brick of a saw. It's very heavy, but as far as consistent, reliable chainsaw, it has just most of my saws have though. I can't really complain really about any of them because almost every single one of my saws has ran good, and I haven't had really any issues. So let me just set up this damn charger and charge this battery because I want to cut stuff. No, I don't get to. That's a bummer. It's aggravating as hell. It's heavy though, firewood saw. Yeah, they are heavy saws, but they run good. I mean, there's been so many times where I'll be at the end of taking down a stump or cutting up a log, and you hit a nail or you run out of gas, whatever it may be. Then instantly, my mind goes to just grab the 290. It's always the quick savior saw. So for me, yeah, I actually keep one in the truck. There's a 066, 036, 362, and a 290. And then my 201 and my 150's in the front. So I have 488 machines. It's taken 100 4-foot trees this year. You know what? I think Mike has. Is it a little top handle saw? Yeah, I wish I had. My brother's got a 461, I think, maybe 461, and it's a nice saw. I just don't feel like power to weight. I think my 362 would beat it as far as You know, it does have more horsepower, but I would rather sit there and use my saw all day. The weight is 10 times better, so the balance on the saw feels better. I run that 25 on it. It's just, I've grown so used to the saw, it's so comfortable in the hands. You ever use a metal detector on sketchy trees? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Depending on tree location, I just take for granted most of them have it. So, a lot of times you'll notice I'll take a tree down that's in a yard or next to a house. I'll take that thing down kind of low, but I don't continue to chunk it out. Even if there's any way for me to fall it, I don't chunk it out because a lot of times I'm gonna hit something chunking it down from about 20 feet down. So I'll usually make one cut at the bottom and fall the thing, and then chew my chains up trying to cut it into pieces so we can haul it out. But yeah, I've never used a metal detector on one. Most people know what's in their trees, so like you can ask them from the get go what's in that. And I feel like 90% of the time they know there's nails in it, and they're like, no, there's never been a nail in it once. But yeah, I'm curious if it would work, if it would pass through the wood and still detect. I guess depending on the quality of your metal detector, it probably would. Probably be a good little tool to have. It's easy to climb, no regular saw. It's 10.2 pounds. Right on. I paid $0. Did some mulch for a buddy. He gave it to me. It saved me all winter because I bought 3 grand of my climbing. I've been borrowing a 391, 395. Damn, I just let my camera go dead for no reason. For big stuff, need my saw badly. Yeah, yeah, I would say a good mid-size saw, and I don't hear a lot of guys suggesting this, but I would say 5 to 6 years ago. So as long as they haven't made a bunch of changes to the saw itself, um, about 5 to 6 years ago, hasn't been six, maybe five. I worked for a guy. He bought a brand new 271 Farm Boss, and it was a very good little saw. A lot of power, really compact, incredibly light, and the price was very good on the saw. So they often go on sale. So if you're looking to get a Stihl, that would be the best mid power or mid size saw that you can get with plenty of power. That would be what I'd go for. Um, you don't end up with like the homeowner components that come on them, which are like like okay, all the parts from this saw right here came off of this saw. So this now has all these homeowner like pieces to it, like the bar there, and I don't know. There's a lot of different stuff inside, like the tensioner and some other stuff. That's actually a 180. It's called a mini boss. I guess that's Farm Boss's littlest saw that they make, but it was a 180. It's called a mini boss, and it had all good parts, but the saw was blown up. So I pieced the two saws together, and that 170 runs, but I want to port it. So that'll probably be the saw that I actually try that for the first time on because it doesn't have a whole lot of value. And then that's the other saw that I'd like to get going. I got to get a gas line and then pray to God that I can remember how to put the carburetor system back together because it like the tensioning line for the trigger like wrapped around the carb, and it was such a strange system. So I barely got it to work the first time when I did it. And then I'm messing with some new knots. I really like this one. like I feel like this knot here on this setup, I almost feel like I could climb SRT with no wrench. That's how much friction I get. And it tens up really nice because these two things act like a micro pulley and compact really easy, that loop, and then presses it together and gets a lift. It's kind of like the MC hitch. Maybe it's close to the Michikoan or Michikoan or something like that, or I don't know how to pronounce it. There's so many different ones. I can't keep up. Oh, I didn't even notice Chris was here. What's up, Chris? The 029, I have 311 handle, and it's been worked on from India. This will not sure what part yet. What part needs piston cylinder. That's right on. Yeah, I've kind of been procrastinating as far as trying to rebuild or like do any porting job because I'm afraid to mess up. I really don't want to mess up, but I'm eventually gonna just have to give it a shot. I'll try that hitch. Yeah, it's kind of like the Newt. Yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. And a hitch knot is gonna work different depending on your hitch length and the hitch you use. So, certain ones where guys are like, I use the distill, well, or the distal, whatever. I use the distal on. I went and bought a Tuffelberger Ocean Beeline, which is like an infamous Prussic. Everybody likes it, but it was way too short. I didn't even check the size. I bought it coming in this big old box and stuff, which was crazy to me for a Prussic cord. So I gave it a shot, and it's so short. The distill's about the only thing I can use with it. I can't get any other knots to work. When I use the VT, I don't get enough cross hatching on the back to create enough friction. So I climb with Michigan Cohen. No wrench all the time. Just can sit on hitch too hard. Oh, really? Yeah, I do it on I want to the woods. Oh, right on. I haven't seen you around here. That's awesome. I'll do that, but it's usually if I'll be using it as like a secondary climb system, and then if I'm climbing SRT, it's usually got a wrench on it, or I use that gree all the time, which is nice. I'm just learning on mechanics. Always had a guy before. Don't like this. I don't either, really. Seth, I really don't. I like 26 inch. Yeah, I think it was way less than that. Yeah, VT is long. Been using a 28 cord. Right on. Chris, I've got all new gear. I'm so freaking. That's awesome, man. That is so awesome. What all did you get? Let us live vicariously through you. All I did was waste money the last time I had a chance to go buy gear. I went and bought this carabiner right here, which is absolutely not worth the money. It's like a cheap Petzl one with just an open gate. But that's what I was gonna use for my. That's what I was gonna use for my knee ascender, but I ended up going and just getting the right parts from the hardware store to do it, so made it much easier. My favorite are gold AMDs. Really, that's cool. Awesome stuff. Use what you got. You got me up in the trees 3 years ago. Never miss. Oh, that's so awesome, man. That is so awesome. Stuff like that keep me inspired to continue to do it because, good lord, it takes a lot of time. Haas Nia Cinder. I'm so jealous right now, man. I lost mine. jet foot ascender. Cool. You have to tell me what your experience is with the jet. I've heard of a lot of kick out with it. So that's the only bad stuff I've heard about it. But as far as like structure and the actual stuff it's made from, and like the foot strapping and stuff, it's supposed to be pretty sturdy. Spring rope burn. Dang. 250 foot of some also monkey beaver harness I got last. Oh my. Well, you should be. You're riding in style though. Let's just say that. The catch better. You helped me while I was sick, man. Thank you. Oh, right on, Seth. That is so cool. That is some good stuff. Yeah, it is some real good stuff, isn't it? Chris has got some killer gear there. I'm stoked, dude. I'm stoked for you. That's a lot of good stuff to get out there and get to try. Try putting a through line into an old chalk line reel. Yeah. No, no. I just run mine on a spool. Um, it's got a handle and it wraps real easy. It's very very light. So yeah, that's what I use. It's real easy. Put it up. I didn't. I've thought about that chalk line thing, but I can take and throw mine on the ground and just start pulling on it, and it unspools as much as I want really really fast. It's really efficient. So it's hard to want to change or do anything else when you. There's certain things where when you're doing them, and you change it up and you change it up and you change it up, but then you hit like where you've changed it so many times you feel like you've hit the perfect setup. That's what I do. Like there's multiple things where I feel like I've done that with. One of them is like my setup on my saddles for hanging my saw up. I don't have a big gaudy clip hanging off the side or a transporter or nothing like that. I didn't spend $100 or more on my hook to hang my saw on and stuff like that. It's very streamlined, it's very cost efficient, and it's very effective. So I kind of feel the same way with the setup that I have on that. My throw line setup. Weaver is the best I've had. I want to try the Weaver 1080. Yeah, the Weaver is a very, very, very comfortable saddle. And the bridge is considered bomb proof, is what they called it. I've had that same bridge and rode on it for over 6 years, I would think. Same saddle. And the bridge doesn't seem to have even lost its cross hatching. So it's got a lot more time in it. But I did modify it instantly and put a DMM ring on there. That way it wasn't so abrasive to the bridge. But it's a big flat web bridging. Next, that will be the Monkey Beaver. Right on, Jared. I've heard about the 1080. Yeah, it's a nice saddle. I always call it the Cougar. It's the Weaver Cougar. Um, that's what I know it as, but I think Bucking goes by the serial numbers 1085 or brand number, so it's all the same. Don't wait. Get it. Right on. The suspenders that change my style. Those leg straps are the best out. Right on. I've been thinking about I have to upgrade my saddle eventually, and it's very appealing to maybe switch to the Monkey Beaver or maybe the Denali. I don't know. Weather's changing up here in Wisconsin. You must be now. And from Corey, make a good team. Not one job. Yeah, yeah, it was fun. It was real fun. I love to see that Corey seems to be coming back around and getting comfortable with just being him. I feel like he was very uncomfortable with being himself, so he was always trying to attach himself to something else, some other fight, some other battle, and he had got so far away from what makes him him, and tree work helps that, I think, that it started to affect him mentally, and then maybe No, I don't want. My opinion doesn't mean anything. It's good to see him back. It really is. Potentially, maybe we can do some videos now. Where can I find your T-shirt? I wear my favorite YouTubers T-shirts when I'm doing big. Oh, that's awesome. I went to the woods. Um, I don't have any right now. It's kind of a big long story. I had a company that did them. We had our own page, and there were stickers and shirts, and so we sold a good little chunk, I believe, from the people that have told me that they got the stuff, and then I made some orders and then did some giveaways, and I never received any money. They never paid me. They shut their company down and ran off with the money. So sore subject, but no, I'm gonna get some shirts made, and if you guys notice in the last video, I believe at the end, that was a drawing from a guy who's been helping me. I'm really bad with names, so I can't remember his name right now, but I'll tell you eventually. Um, he drew that up, and I may use that logo to do some shirts or something. I haven't really decided yet. Kind of need a some sort of a picture or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But I'll have some made, and I think I'm just gonna sell them myself, and I'll do it that way. That way you guys can get them when you want them, and I'll know that they're getting shipped out to you, so I can do it personally. And I don't know how that's all gonna work because shipping to certain places is gonna be different, but we'll try. Maybe we'll just try. We'll see. Yeah, what did they get that cougar back? Got the beaver. You was gonna get the cougar, but got the beaver. That's cool. I haven't been back up north in 10 years. Oh well, what's going on? Oh, Bridgeburger just come rolling in. What's up? I made the video taking a crane pic with Buck and Billy T-shirt. Oh, right on. Yeah. Billy sent me some stuff too. But I know that a bunch of my subscribers are also fans of Billy's, so I ended up giving most of my. I kept the T-shirt. He sent me a T-shirt too. Billy refused to wear suspenders. He's very stubborn and set in his ways. So I talked him into finally, after just beating it into his head, he finally decided to give him a try. And now he's all about suspenders when you're climbing. It's a big deal. It's a lot of comfort that you're missing out on when you don't have them. So he sent me a shirt and a bunch of other stuff. So I sent it all the way to my to you guys, as I got it. I have actually I kept one of the stickers. It's on the back of my truck. Teespring is something to check out, Mike. Teespring, huh? Okay. Yeah, I noticed that they do, like, they're always trying to. I keep getting messages and stuff from telling me that I should make shirts and stuff like. I don't know. Sometimes I just don't have enough time, and that's the issue. They saved my back and hips. Yeah, Turbo. Yep, definitely. Or did you say your name was Brian? Am I right? Probably not. Told you I'm bad with names. I got one. LOL. Oh, did you get one? Yeah, Jared, you got one. Yeah, that's what I did. I just asked people if they, because at the time Billy wasn't really giving a bunch of stuff away, and I understand it's really hard to do that kind of thing. Because if he seems like me, if I had stuff to give, I'd give stuff away every time I did a live feed. I would give stuff away at the end of every video. If I had the merch just sitting around, I would just give it away. There's no need for me to keep it all. I mean, I don't have anything from anything I ever did really. Keep the harness from falling down with the weight of the saw and gears. 100% bridge burner, 100%. That's why it was really hard for me to switch from my suspenders because they weigh nothing. I didn't want to, so I sewed them back up. We're gonna have to get. That's another thing that I gotta try out. We'll see how that works. I tried to send you a saddle, Lucky Beaver, while I was sick. You didn't know how I wanted to send. Oh, dude. Yeah, but you now. Yeah, now you get to use it, right? Now you get to use it. You sound a lot like me, Seth. I am generous to a fault. I will give things away and need them days afterwards. That's just me. Um, I just figure I can. There's always more stuff out there. I can get more. Yeah, I've noticed that their setup for their suspenders looks really really nice. No, John. Oh, okay. No, okay. Any idea how to safely add bridge to a work harness that doesn't have one? Um, Not really. Except for going off the actual anchor points and tie-in points that are on it already. If you're not doing that, I would say go off. Most saddles have D rings, so I would say go off the D rings. That would be my only with on it. But you know, you you want to have the right kind of saddle. They they make a lot of saddles nowadays, so you can you can find one very cheap on like Amazon. But I prefer to have all my stuff to where inspected and CE standards and ANSI approved. The job itself is scary enough and dangerous enough. There's no sense in chancing anything with equipment that you're not 100% sure about. Like my knee ascender, that's something I put together. I personally wouldn't go build a rope wrench myself. I don't have the knowledge when it comes to metal working and stuff like that. I have developed friendships with some people that are very, very good at it and have built them for me, but me myself, I probably would never even attempt it because I don't think I have the knowledge to do it. So, um, yeah, that's just me though. Guys, catch up on comments, and then I'm gonna have to hop off here. We get something to eat. Any idea how? Okay, hang on. My phone's going dead too. I just had to hook it up. We took it off the charger to go make cuts, and then I never plugged it back up. Every time I'm sitting on top of a spar, I think about that accident. Yeah, man, I totally understand. What should I call you? I went to the woods. I'm gonna call you Woods if if you don't tell me. The shop near me makes their own saddles. They have new ones coming soon, and they said I could test one out. Oh, that is cool. That is really cool. Buy an arborist saddle. Yep. Was afraid for him. He let me use his true motion. Don't worry. It digs into my ribs and back. I'm skinny now. Yeah, it's hard to find a really comfortable saddle. That Cougar is very cushiony, and that's the reason I want with it. I want from a Weaver butt saddle, those red ones that are just the bare minimum. Very good saddle. It's actually the saddle. I have a brand new one that I use just when it's raining or something. But I needed more comfort. I found myself being in a tree for long periods of time, and the saddle being a bit heavy was something I was ready to deal with for that comfort because I mean, my hips were like rubbed raw, and like the seat would rub like the back of my thighs, and not comfortable at all. And you start putting a bunch of gear on it, so I did make the move to the Cougar because of all the cushion, and then it was leg straps instead of a butt strap, and I really like that, but still it was tough to deal with. I'm a skinny guy. I don't have much of an ass to me, so I would lose. Like my saddle wanted to slide down always. So that's when I finally made the venture to go ahead and give suspenders a shot. So I'd say about a year and a half, maybe a little longer. I've been using suspenders, but I don't climb without them. And wow, what a difference! The way I feel. Is current by you, bridge burner? Yeah. Yes, the queen was afraid it would pinch. Oh no. You do anything to your 150 or just open up the exhaust? I only open up the exhaust, Anthony, because the saw itself is really air restricted. It doesn't want to run properly because of the emission, stuff that they've done to it. It no backflow, and it's not able to create the combustion. I don't feel like because of it. So allowing that stuff out of there a little more made a big difference. The saw runs totally. I mean, I know it sounds silly, but the saw was so the it wasn't letting enough pressure out and flow, out. It was keeping it in the saw, which will then pressurize the back pull and the piston, so it's not able to come down as quick. It's like a bit of a fight because there's still a lot of pressure in there. So opening that up allows it to go back out, and which will allow the your piston to drop quicker, and that's my understanding of it. I personally had to make sense of it because it didn't make any sense to me, but I knew that there was horsepower there that wasn't being properly used. So that made a big difference. Shane, okay, I will do my best to remember that one. Shane, I have a good week. Well, have a good weekend, bro. I'm out. Oh, right on. Turbo, John, see you, brother. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You're an OG Stihl. Oh, hey. Yeah, yeah. An old gangster. An old guy. You're an old guy, he says. Anyone have an ISC saddle? No, I don't. But I would, dude. Krant is awesome. There's so much of their stuff that I would love to give, to try. But I don't even ever see the stuff available for sale. But I do follow some guys that I think are sponsored by them. And wow, there's some really cool stuff that they make. I've seen their neat little lowering device that they had that just looked crazy to me. Like a bunch of these little round things, and you just wrapped it around. It was like bars that attached it. It was the coolest looking thing. Looked like the damn Olympic sign. Um, I have to get going. Good to see you. Right on, Jared. I'll catch you later, buddy. I gotta get going too. ISC makes hardware, not saddles. They may make a saddle too. They may. They may partner up with a company that makes a saddle, and they call it an ISC saddle. So same concept of ISC being part of the rope wrench. It's approved by them, so then it's called an ISC product, even though that it was made by Singing Tree and now I draw a blank. Bingham. I would think maybe it's maybe along those guidelines. I wouldn't doubt that maybe they have a saddle that's called, ISC. Covers all the spinners and the pads are incredible. The whole right on, sir. They have done collabs. My harness has ISC parts. Yeah, yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. They do a lot of the hardware and stuff. Current is French. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because the guy that I'm talking about, the little mini climber, I can't even remember his name right now. The one who was up in the palm tree when it caught on fire. That was really cool. He made it on Tosh.0 too. I see. It's great.
They used to make harnesses too, but only other companies sold them. Right on, I see. Makes a new twin sheet process. Sculpture pulleys. That's awesome. I seen that. Yeah. Um, have you seen the ring? Um, that is the hub too. It's like the California hub. I can't even remember what they called it, but it's a ring that has on a hub, and it's a rigging device. I thought it was really cool. For a minute, I thought I was going to be part of the people that tested it, but same guy I think invented it was the one that invented that like California swivel or something like that. I think we're friends on Facebook or something. Good to see you, original gangsta. Oh man, I'm so far behind on comments. Oh no, maybe I'm not. Mini climber. That's me now. LOL. Smallest I've ever been since I was 14. I'm 44. But you're alive, man. Just like me, you gotta kind of cherish it because you're lucky. You're very, very lucky to get to have an accident and share it and maybe save somebody. I don't think there's anything else in the world that could be better than that. Because I wouldn't wish that whole fiasco on my worst enemy. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Hey, Anthony, thanks for hanging out, buddy. I really appreciate you hanging out here and always being so cool. Seth, we'll catch you later. Um, everybody, I will catch you later. I'm not Don, Bridge Burner, John, all you guys. I'll catch you later. Stay safe. And I'm going to charge a stupid thing so we can make some cuts. Okay? See ya.